Let me tell you about the first time I bought a recumbent bike. I genuinely thought it would be a straightforward process. I just wanted something comfortable to sit on so I could pedal away while watching my favorite shows. Instead, I ended up with a squeaky, wobbly nightmare that felt exactly like sitting on a concrete bench. You want a bike that gives you a solid, heart-pumping cardio workout without aggravating your knees or your back. But finding one that actually delivers can feel like a massive gamble. I've spent the last several weeks rigorously testing some of the most popular recumbent bikes on the market today, pushing them to their absolute limits. I found out exactly which ones offer genuine lumbar support, smooth magnetic resistance, and whisper-quiet operation. 7. MERACH S08. When I first pulled this bike out of the box, I was actually pretty optimistic. The assembly process was fairly straightforward, taking me just under an hour to get all the pieces securely bolted together. It has a relatively small footprint, which initially felt like a win for anyone trying to squeeze a workout space into a tight apartment or a crowded home office. On paper, the feature list looks incredibly promising for an entry-level machine. It offers Bluetooth connectivity that syncs up directly with their proprietary fitness app, allowing you to track your metrics and follow along with virtual coaching sessions. The magnetic resistance system boasts several different levels, giving you the theoretical ability to customize your workout intensity depending on your daily fitness goals and cardiovascular needs. However, once I actually started putting some serious miles on this bike, the cracks quickly began to show. The seat cushion, which looked plush out of the box, compressed almost immediately, leaving me feeling every single hard piece of plastic underneath within the first 10 minutes of my ride. Worse still, the resistance levels felt incredibly inconsistent. Moving from level 3 to level 4 felt like hitting a brick wall, making it nearly impossible to find a smooth, comfortable cadence without straining my knees. While the tech integration is a nice touch for a budget-friendly option, the actual physical experience leaves a lot to be desired. If you're only planning to ride for 5 minutes a day, you might not mind the flaws, but for any serious cardiovascular routine, this bike simply falls short of the mark. 6. XVGVSV 202. I was intrigued by this model because it aggressively markets itself as a highly adjustable, heavy-duty option for riders of all different sizes. The frame itself does have a decent amount of heft to it, and setting the initial seat distance was a relatively smooth process thanks to the quick adjust lever located right under the main seat rail. The primary selling point of this model is its multi-function LCD monitor and the 8 levels of magnetic resistance. It tracks all the standard metrics you would expect, including speed, distance, time, and calories burned. The pedals are equipped with adjustable straps, which I found surprisingly secure, keeping my feet locked into place even when I tried to push my pedaling speed to the absolute maximum during interval sprints. But here is where things started to go downhill for me. Despite the supposedly heavy-duty frame, the entire console mass wobbles aggressively the moment you start pedaling with any real intensity. It creates this highly distracting side-to-side motion that makes the entire bike feel fundamentally unstable. Additionally, the resistance mechanism started producing a highly annoying clicking sound after just my 3rd test ride, completely ruining the quiet environment I wanted for my morning routine. Ultimately, the XVGVSV 202 feels like a bike that tried to pack in too many structural promises without refining the actual engineering. It functions as a basic pedal pusher, but the lack of stability and the sudden mechanical noises make it incredibly hard to recommend if you want a genuinely relaxing, low-impact workout environment. 5. Pooboo W216. This is where we start seeing a noticeable shift in overall quality and comfort. Right off the bat, the step-through design of this frame caught my attention. It is incredibly easy to get on and off, which is an absolute necessity if you have any mobility issues or simply want a hassle-free start to your exercise routine without awkwardly lifting your leg over a high bar. The standout feature here is the vastly improved magnetic resistance system. Unlike the previous 2 models, the transitions between the 8 resistance levels on the Pooboo are incredibly fluid. I spent a full hour shifting back and forth between light warm-up pedaling and heavy hill climb simulations, and the internal flywheel handled the changes beautifully without any jerking motions or sudden drops in tension. Ergonomically, this bike is a massive step in the right direction. The oversized seat cushion actually retains its shape over long periods, and the backrest provides a very pleasant, firm support for the lumbar region. I noticed that my posture naturally aligned perfectly with the handlebars, allowing me to engage my core slightly without straining my neck or my shoulders during longer riding sessions. This bike easily earns its spot in the top 5 because it successfully delivers on the core promise of a recumbent bike, comfort combined with functionality. It operates in near total silence, making it the perfect companion for watching television or reading a book while you burn off those daily calories in peace. 4. Niceday RC88. If you want a bike that feels like it was ripped straight out of a commercial gym and dropped right into your living room, this is the one. The build quality here is simply exceptional. The heavy-duty steel frame supports a massive amount of weight, and the moment you sit down, you can feel that zero wobble stability that budget bikes completely lack. What I really love about the Niceday RC88 is the ultra-smooth belt drive system. I crank the resistance all the way up to its highest setting, fully expecting the pedals to stutter or catch, but the motion remained perfectly circular and continuous. The digital monitor is also a major upgrade, offering a bright, easily readable display that tracks your heart rate via the highly responsive pulse sensors built directly into the side hand grips next to the seat. The seating arrangement on this machine is an absolute dream. It features a highly contoured, high-density foam seat that cradles your hips, completely eliminating that numb feeling you typically get after 30 minutes on a lesser bike. The backrest is vented, which I found to be a game changer during intense, sweaty workouts, as it kept my back cool and prevented that gross, sticky feeling from ruining my ride. The Niceday RC88 is a powerhouse of a machine. It perfectly bridges the gap between premium performance and home gym convenience. It is incredibly tough, flawlessly quiet, and designed to keep you pedaling for hours without a single ache or pain holding you back. 3. MERACH S19. This bike takes everything good about the earlier MERACH model we discussed and completely re-engineers it into a premium fitness experience. The aesthetic alone is striking, featuring a sleek, modern design that genuinely looks good sitting in a room, rather than looking like a clunky torture device taking up valuable floor space. The technological integration on the S19 is where it truly shines. It connects flawlessly to the MERACH app, but unlike cheaper models, the data sync is instantaneous and highly accurate. The bike features a frictionless magnetic resistance system that you can micro-adjust, allowing for highly specific interval training. I found myself actually enjoying the structured workouts, as the bike responded perfectly to every slight turn of the tension knob. Comfort-wise, they absolutely nailed it with this iteration. The ergonomic seat is heavily padded but firm enough to provide real support, and the angled backrest matches the natural curvature of the human spine perfectly. I tested this bike for a grueling 90-minute session, and when I finally stepped off, my legs were exhausted, but my joints and my back felt completely fine and relaxed. The MERACH S19 is a phenomenal piece of equipment for anyone who wants smart features without sacrificing foundational build quality. It delivers a remarkably smooth, highly engaging workout experience that makes hitting your daily cardio goals feel far less like a chore and much more like a premium fitness class. 2. XVGVSV W216. I'll be completely honest, after testing their earlier model, I was deeply skeptical about this one. But let me explain, this bike completely blew my expectations out of the water. It is a masterclass in quiet, consistent performance and thoughtful, user-centric engineering that completely justifies its place so high on this list. The engineering behind the Whisper Quiet Drive system on the W241 is nothing short of brilliant. I actually tested this bike in the same room where someone was sleeping, and they didn't hear a single thing. The multifunction digital monitor is massive and incredibly intuitive, giving you real-time feedback that is actually easy to read without squinting while you are pedaling at full speed. What makes this bike truly special is the incredible adjustability of the seating track. The rail system glides like it is on ice, allowing you to find the exact millimeter-perfect distance from the pedals. The seat itself features a premium, breathable mesh back that flexes perfectly with your body movements, ensuring that you never feel stiff or locked into an unnatural position, regardless of your height. This bike is an absolute triumph. It provides a gym-quality cardiovascular workout in total silence, wrapped in a heavy-duty frame that feels like it will last a lifetime. It is incredibly comfortable, highly efficient, and an absolute joy to use every single day to meet your fitness targets. 1. Sunny Health and Fitness Recumbent Cross Trainer. Taking the absolute crown at number 1 is the Sunny Health and Fitness Recumbent Cross Trainer. This isn't just a recumbent bike, it is a complete full-body cardiovascular solution that changes the entire paradigm of seated workouts. The moment I sat on this machine and grabbed the moving handlebars, I realized that every other bike on this list was only giving me half a workout. The brilliance of this machine lies in its dual-action design. While your legs are pushing against the incredibly smooth magnetic resistance, your arms are actively engaged in a push-pull motion with the synchronized upper body levers. I found that my heart rate elevated much faster, and I burned significantly more calories in less time, all while maintaining a crucial, low-impact seated position that perfectly protects your lower back and knees. The comfort and stability here are simply unmatched. The oversized seat and backrest feel like a premium office chair, and the heavy-duty steel frame does not budge a single millimeter, even when you're giving it absolutely everything you have during a full-body sprint. The pulse sensors are perfectly positioned, and the monitor accurately tracks the combined effort of your arms and legs simultaneously to give you a true picture of your workout. The Sunny Health and Fitness Cross Trainer is the ultimate home workout machine. It solves the biggest problem with traditional recumbent bikes by bringing your upper body into the mix, delivering an unparalleled, comfortable, and highly effective workout. If you want the absolute best results without compromising your joints, this is unequivocally the machine you need to buy.